How's it going, everyone? Hovey here, and recently I've been getting a lot of questions about my sensitivity and button layouts and controller modifications, if I have any, and weapon layouts. So I figured I'd do a video. I made one back in like November, but that's really outdated. So yeah, I figured I'd update it right now and show you guys. So for settings, I use 3 sensitivity, which I think surprises a lot of people. A lot of people don't realize you can snipe pretty damn fast with a sensitivity of 3. You don't need to jack it up to 10 or 9 or 8. There's a big myth going on in FPS that you need a high sensitivity to play well. That's not true at all. If you're a passive-aggressive mid-range type player like I am, 3 is perfect. 4 or 5 area, perfect. Fast sensitivity, personally, it's just too inconsistent for me. I feel super consistent with 3, and I think that kind of shows that I get quite a few good plays pretty consistently. So, on to button layout. I use jumper, and that's a pretty big deal for me because back in Halo 3 I used to use bumper jumper, and what that did was it let you jump with L1 instead of X, and that way you can keep your thumb on the analog stick so you can jump and aim. And a lot of people will claw their controller to achieve that. Personally, I think that's really uncomfortable, and I feel kind of inconsistent doing it. So I just use jumper, and it fixes that problem for me perfectly. Alright, let's see. As far as controller modifications, I don't use anything. I've never used control freaks. Well, I have used control freaks back in Halo 3, and I didn't notice any difference, so I said forget that. As far as scuff controllers go, I just don't really have a need for it. I mean, it would be nice to have just to play around with, but I mean, in this game, there's not really anything I need to map. I could understand it in maybe Call of Duty, where you need to do that whole diving and shooting. I forget what that's called, but I don't. That doesn't happen in Destiny, so I don't really need it. Okay, as for weapon layouts, this is my tryhard layout. The last word, pretty any exotic cannon, especially last word and thorn, is kind of broken. So your tryhard setup is probably going to include that. Sniping, I use longbow synthesis. I actually just got this Her Benevolence that's pretty dang good. It's got the short gaze, hidden hand, snapshot, unflinching. Can't wait to level that up. As far as sniping perks, the 2 main I recommend are snapshot and short gaze. This allows you to scope really quickly and consistently. And I feel like the aim assist is noticeable because I've heard short gaze has a little more than ambush. And yeah, I've noticed it is quite accurate consistently. I got hidden hand on it just for even more help. I don't know how much it really helps because I've never actually used it, but I guess we'll see. As for heavy, I always go with rockets. I always go with heavy, not heavy. I always go with horseshoes and horseshoes and hair grenades. That perk is essential to me for rockets. High blast radius, high velocity, and horseshoes, and that's a good rocket right there. Period. I do want a different one just because this one only holds 3 instead of 4. But yeah, I have really bad luck with rockets. As for other builds, I like Mida a lot. Mida is my favorite weapon, probably, other than snipers. The thing about Mida is it lets you get around the map so quickly, and that's essential to sniping. It's also really fun to get kills with it. It's fun to 4-shot people. It feels like you actually needed to hit your shots, whereas last word you can miss like 2 shots and still destroy the guy within like 2 seconds because it's so forgiving. I think that's about it for the weapon layouts. I'm pretty well. No, I don't have it on this character, but I really like No Land Beyond and my fusion rifle Light Beware. That's an awesome combination for me. It's a really fun combination, and it's actually pretty good. People think it's a joke when I use No Land Beyond, like I'm trying to like embarrass people, I guess, but that's not true. I actually am confident with it, even against pretty good players. So, as for armor, I'm kind of lazy. I don't really spec out my guy like I should. This is actually not common. Usually, I don't have a high intellect. I guess I got lucky with this guy. I just slap stuff on and hope it's good. Hydropraxic Fire I like, just because I like having the spam ability with your nades. Everything else, as long as you have long distance grenade throw and fast reloads with hand cannon or special weapons, which these gauntlets have both, and that's pretty damn awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Yeah, it's a pretty awesome gauntlet. And boots carry more heavy ammo. It's pretty much essential. But I think this already does that. Yeah, this already does that, so I don't even need that. And as far as Sunsinger versus Voidwalker, I always go Sunsinger. I like Sunsinger more. I think Nova Bomb's really inconsistent. I also think Sunsinger's Fireborn ability is really fun to use in Trials. It's extremely fun to make that comeback, but it is kind of hard to do against good players because they will watch your body and shotgun it or snipe it or super it. One of the three. So yeah, you have to play really smart with it, and that's what I like about it. So I guess I could show you guys my Hunter and Titan real quick just to give you the full setup. Okay, so me being the idiot that I am, I got completely done with the video and then I forgot, hey, I didn't show my skill tree for my Sunsinger. So here it is. I'm just going to put this in the video right before the Hunter part. Sorry about that, guys. As you can see, the main thing is the Firebolt Grenade with the Touch of Flame and Viking Funeral and Fireborn. Also, as you can see, pretty much every character I use, I focus on agility because I think that's the most important thing in PvP. It's a constant factor, so yeah, that's just a little insight to my thought process on that. So, on to the Hunter. Sorry about that. Alright, so here's my Hunter. He's repping the No One Beyond fusion combo. That's my favorite fusion, by the way, the Light Beware. That's from Vanilla Destiny. You can't get it anymore. But it has Rangefinder. That's the big perk you want on a fusion. The more range, the more stability, the better. That's going to keep your shots packaged and hit for some really long range shots, actually. People kind of underestimate how far that can hit. Okay. As for Blade Dancer versus Gunslinger, you can't really go wrong with either. They're both really good. The thing about Blade Dancer is it has Blink. And I don't like Blink, but you gotta use it if you want to compete at higher levels sometimes. It's kind of insanely good. It lets you dodge rockets. It lets you dodge all sorts of stuff. It lets you get away from crazy situations that you should not be living from. It lets you push in on people with Quick Draw. That's another thing. Quick Draw is so damn good. I've noticed I get so many kills when I snipe them in the body and switch to hand cannon or something. And if I do it with another character, it's just too slow. People kill me too fast if I don't have that Quick Draw. And I forgot to mention this with the Sunsinger, but Firebolt Grenades are what makes Sunsinger top tier, especially for Trials and 3v3s. The nade's so good, and so is Arc Bolt. Let's see, I guess we can go on to the Titan, because I don't... Oh, yeah, Radiant Dance Machines. That's my favorite exotic in the game. I should probably mention that. I just love having that strafe ability. It feels so nice. It reminds me of Halo almost. So, yeah, everything else is kind of bland. Once again, gotta have increased grenade throw distance. Actually, I have it twice on this guy, which is kind of stupid. But like I said, I'm terrible at speccing my guys. This guy has 420 strength with it, which is stupid. You shouldn't do that, but I'm lazy. And yeah, do as I say, not as I do. So let's go to the Titan. Okay, as for Titan, his weapons right now are just random, just stuff I have, nothing great. 272 Aphrodite Spear. I never use Aphrodite Spear, so I don't even know why I have it. But yeah, nothing great on him. Armamentarium. I don't even bother leveling up other exotics, so I'm just too lazy. I don't really like playing Titan, it's not my playstyle, as you can see. I only play with him in Trials. I don't even have this leveled up all the way. And if you want to see my Defender, yeah, not much going on over here. As in, literally nothing. So yeah, I play Striker when I do. It does feel nice getting a good Fist of Havoc off, especially when someone's reviving and you just get the double. Or when someone's around the corner and you get the double. It's pretty fun, but just not really my playstyle. So yeah, that's about it. I don't really think I have anything else to say. I don't want to make this video too long. So yeah, I hope you guys learned something at least. I don't know. I've been getting asked these questions a lot, so I figured I might as well make a video. And a couple people recommended that I update it. So here you go. Thanks for watching.